So guys, we got new leaked images of the ONVO L60 car. And to be honest, it looks a lot better than the previous leak. And the previous leak probably used like a wide angle camera or something like that, and it was very off. But these images make it look so much better, in my opinion. But what do you guys think? Also in this video, we're going to talk about what's going on with NIO houses here in China. We got some Xiaomi drama going on. Yeah, man. this is gonna be a juicy one. Also guys, even though design is very subjective, I do think that these pictures look a lot better. All right, these pictures do look a lot better. The lights seem a lot more slimmer and more aggressive. It does have that resemblance of a Model Y. You can definitely see that here. I mean, if you look at it from far away, people could potentially confuse it for a Model Y. And I guess that's done intentionally. And I do believe, I mean, this is a very sleek car. The design, the curve, especially the side profile, looks very, very sexy indeed. And I do believe this is going to really give Xiaomi a run for their money, and even Tesla a run for their money, especially because of the fact that this can do battery swap. And apparently it's hinting that this car may debut during the auto show, which is happening, Beijing Auto Show, happening at the end of this month, April 25th-ish. Now, I actually got a notification to participate as one of the NIO user volunteers, but I want the freedom to film videos, so I won't be signing up as a NIO user volunteer. And there's apparently rumors that this car might also debut, but I do not think it will. I think the ET9 will debut there, but this car will not, because they haven't even launched a brand yet. So it would not make sense for them to launch this car or make it visible at that auto show. So, you know, keep your expectations in check. Even though we got images of it, does not mean it's coming very soon. It is coming brand launch May, vehicle launch in Q3, deliveries in Q4. Hopefully this car has a lot of cool features like appliances, like fridge inside. That would be amazing. So yeah, that's that. Okay, moving on. Now let's talk about what's going on with NIO houses. So apparently, I talked about how one of the NIO spaces that I used to film at closed down. And it was at Hobson 1 here in Beijing. And I actually filmed there many, many times in the past. The Xpeng store went from a flagship store to a flagship store on a smaller flagship store on the 5th floor to just a exhibition place on the 5th floor. And it just got downgraded quite a lot. But NIO stores has always been there. But quite recently, they've closed it down because they're opening a new house there. What? And this is pretty insane. So they're going to have another NIO house here in Beijing. They're going to have like about seven NIO houses here in Beijing now. Wow, that's crazy. When I got my car, there were only 2 NIO houses. So 7 NIO houses and not a lot of NIO spaces. So the strategy right now is, of course, NIO houses has, you know, more floor room to showcase more cars. The rent is going to be more expensive, but you also have the whole entire ecosystem there for people to see. You have the Joy Camp, you have the bar lounge area. So this is very nice for people to check out. Now, we got some interesting Xiaomi drama going on. So we talked about how Xiaomi was targeted by IM when they launched the IM L60 yesterday in yesterday's video. But we got an update on that. Apparently, it was all done purposefully. Potentially, all right? People here online are saying that it was done purposefully because the apology letter came within minutes after Xiaomi demanded an apology, and it was stamped. And this was at midnight, all right, guys? So it seemed like everything was prepared beforehand. And even in the apology letter, it was like they said, oh, you know, Xiaomi's SU7 and IM's L6 are both using SiC motors in the front and back. They're both very good cars. Of course, plugging in another advert for themselves. So what seems to be happening is this seems to be a deliberate act by IM to get more attention for their car. Clearly, IM hasn't been selling well in Q1. Their sales have been just terrible, and they want to find every way possible to get some of the traffic, the internet traffic with this whole entire Xiaomi drama, which is very, very interesting. I'd say whoever's behind this is very intelligent. They planned this deliberately. They had everything worked out, and I guess it was very not good on Xiaomi's behalf to react so aggressively to this. I mean, people compare to each other all the time, and sometimes they get the stats wrong. What's the matter with that, right? I mean, when Xiaomi launched their car, they were comparing it to Porsche's car, but they got the horsepower and the kilowatt hour. They just basically plugged in the American numbers, and they didn't do any sort of conversion. So there's also error over there. But do you see Porsche giving a damn about Xiaomi misrepresenting the numbers? No. So yeah. Also, some Xiaomi owners have been taking delivery of the cars, and they've apparently reported that they took delivery of the car in the morning. By the afternoon, there were already some bugs and errors. And I mean, like, here's a clip. Just watch it yourself.
In the morning, I mentioned this Xiaomi Speed Ride Max Founding Edition. Now, there is a problem with the car machine. This debut is still going to be carried out. Let's take a look. Now, this vehicle is abnormal on this screen. Overhaul required. It was only in the morning that the 3 or 4 shops of Xiaomi were opened, but now the car can't move. Just now we followed the instructions of Xiaomi customer service force a restart, but after the reboot it still didn't work. Now the car is still in a state where it can't go. It didn't work. Then I can only contact this Xiaomi customer service now, then tow the car back to the Xiaomi 3 or 4 stores in Wuxi. See if you can solve this problem, so the brothers should be cautious from the starter to be cautious.
Clearly this isn't supposed to happen on most cars, but for Xiaomi's first car, it is kind of to be expected. But it seems to be a fantastic car. People that have driven the car have said that the handling and everything is fantastic. After they polish some things and get things up and running, maybe the second variant or the third variant will be a very good car to get, perhaps. But I believe with ONVO's car, with ONVO is not really going to have these kind of errors with their strict QC quality control that NIO does at their factories. So I think even though it's going to be their first car, and maybe there might be some bugs here and there, but I think mostly NIO has been well known for their quality. So they're going to uphold great quality and pass that on to their ONVO cars as well. So that's going to be very, very nice. So it seems like here in China, the strategy has been to upgrade from a new space to new houses for more cars, to showcase more cars, have a better ecosystem there. This is definitely very, very good. And I'm sure if they have a new house in most cities, that's really going to benefit the sales there, just like having a swap station. I think having a swap station will increase the sales, like double the sales there. But then also having a new house would also potentially double their sales again. So that would be very, very nice for them to do. But of course, you guys are worried about big expenditure on rent and etc. But it's actually it's worth it. All right. And even in some cities, they have these all-in-one new houses. So it serves as a delivery center, a service center, a showroom, and new house. So it's 4-in-1, and basically, that does actually save them a lot of money. So that's pretty nice, and definitely doing lots of good things. And these ONVO pictures, pretty nice, pretty sweet car. Yeah, I mean, like, it looks pretty good. Yeah, I like it. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.